no one will save you.
No one will save you.
Yeah.
Literally, from the beginning, I knew nobody was gonna save her, and nobody was gonna save the rest of the people, because obviously I think she killed her best friend when she was growing up.
Yep.
And the entire town hates her for it and all of that. So she has been living on her own, and I think she has pretty much been able to create a life for herself inside all of that trauma and grief.
Exile. Yeah.
Do you understand? It is a very sad life.
Yeah.
But it is a life nonetheless. It's not a life where she's like all devastated and all, extremely tired of life and just, waiting for her. It's just time for her to go. She's
still happy. She's still dancing to music.
How is she making money? She makes clothes for people and then she mails it, and so she's still doing her own thing on her own terms. And I like the fact that she's doing that despite everything that happened to her. Everybody has rejected her, and she's just living her life. I think the movie is more than what is showing in the surface, which is just the whole horror. It wasn't really horror for me though.
It wasn't horror at all.
The whole horror and all of that. Yeah, it is more of her embracing that grief and trauma that she has suffered. Yeah, and though it was also a way, because I had questions
from the jump, right?
Yeah, I had questions like why do they hate her? Why is she living on her own?
Yeah.
Why is she writing a letter to Maud and she sees her parents and she's hiding?
Yeah.
Did something happen? And then I tried to piece it together. Maybe she was the cause of Maud's. I didn't even know it was that deep.
Yeah.
Though they showed us that fact that this is what happened, this is how it happened and everything. So I came to terms with it, but I was now thinking, was she did she block out that memory? But I was like, that's not the case. She always knew what she did and she knew what happened. She's always writing letters and all of that.
I think it's her way of coping, because she started when she was very young.
Yeah.
Those letters to Maud.
Yeah. So I wouldn't say it was a blocked memory. It was just the producers or
the subjective telling of the story.
Yeah,
they're hiding it from us.
Yeah. Reveal. This is why nobody likes her. This is why she's all alone and everything. And then the way it ended. Would I say it's satisfying? Would I say it's morbid? Would I say it's sad? Would I say it's she's now like,
it's
you
so
know what,
many
everybody
things at the same time.
Fuck you all, man. The aliens like me and they've given me my new world.
I have friends now. Basically, I have friends now. I have community.
Yeah, they like me and they've given me my world to live in and enjoy. I am the king and I'm all that stuff. I'm just like, how do I feel about the end of the movie? But then again, I'm also then, wondering about the aliens, the horrifying part of the movie, which is supposed to be the aliens. It's not like it's a spirit that is possessing someone now. It is the aliens possessing people.
So very Jordan Peele type.
It is just very different, which I found very interesting. And I would say I like the movie. I enjoyed the movie, and she had she had accepted the grief, the trauma, the problematic pasts and all of that,
And she did it well though. She was still trying to reach out to people, waving at them, I remember when she was at the graveyard and she waved at the crowd and nobody waved at her. She was like
like she's not the type of do you understand what I'm trying to say? Why I'm saying I could not reconcile the end with the type of person that she is.
Right?
Do you get, like she looks like that type of person that is, she understands what the problem is. She knows what is going on. She's not a weirdo. She does not have any issues mentally. Do you understand? She just did something terrible when she was young, as a kid.
Yeah.
For that matter.
Yeah.
And then the entire world is just against her, which is, is fine. Judging humans judge a lot and all that, which is fine. So it's
you're wondering how she could be that way at the end.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, I'm gonna accept this as well. This is what it is. I'm gonna accept this as well.
Maybe after seeing Maud's parents again at the police station and they spat on her face, maybe that's. But funny enough, I didn't notice that. I didn't have that question, but that's a very good question. Why? Why did she accept it? Is it the trauma of the situation that led her to accepting it, or is it that event, meeting her parents again? She's like, I'm alone. Nobody's going to help me.
So it's two things that I noticed. There was this alien that saw a picture of her and Maud.
The one with the markings, right? He seems set apart from all of the aliens.
He saw it and he was like, this girl is a fighter. She had already killed like two. How many did she kill? She killed like 3 or 4.
Oh, she killed the first one, killed the small one, killed the big
one. She exploded.
Oh my god.
So I'm like, this girl is a fighter. So you know what? Let's leave one of them. And even when they try to take her, so I think what they do is when they get in, they trap these people's memories. They trap them inside a wall that they want to be in.
Felt like Tsukuyomi.
Exactly, based on what they want, you know. So the moment they got her there, she was like she knew that this was not real, and she was able to still escape. And then they took her,
up,
and then
the spaceships were so weird as well.
They probed her as well.
Yeah, checked her memories.
They probed her, and I'm like, oh my god. They realized that this is good. Let's leave this one.
They realized that she's not a threat. Nobody's even. I feel they were like, I don't know what they were thinking when they saw her memories. They were like, she's ostracized from society. Nobody's ever going to save this girl, so it doesn't even matter if we rescue her. And they feel she's going to be okay with aliens, or maybe they told her, you know what, we'll give you family. Because if you notice, when she was falling down, she reached out to grab them, and I was like, that's not someone that wants to be free though. What the heck? Does she want to stay on the spaceship? A lot of questions now.
Yeah, that's also something. Like
good shout.
It was a good movie for me though. It is one that is supposed to be horrific and all of that, but still,
it felt like a thriller drama.
Those were not the things that I was thinking about. I was thinking about other questions, like all I have said so far.
If not that you mentioned those, when I finished the movie, I was like, this movie doesn't deserve 7 points, like a 6.5. But now that you mentioned these questions, kind of bumps it up a bit.
Yeah, it is more than to me. It's not what you just expecting the surface and just see horror aliens trying to take over people's bodies and all that.
It is a hard one to tackle though, because I'm not a big fan of Jordan Peele's Nope that came out last year. I'm really not a big fan. I still don't get the movie. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm dumb or something, but I just don't get the appeal, you know. So it's good. I remember listening to the Weekly Planet, and they were talking about this movie, and they were like, they should have dropped this movie in the cinema instead of just dropping it on streaming only. Did you feel that way?
No one's gonna save you.
Yeah, no one's gonna save you. No one will save you, rather.
No one will save you. I don't know, man. Cinema, streaming. I just want to watch it.
It's like they're missing out on some money,
It's sometimes not all about the money. Whoever just putting it out just wants people to see their work sometimes. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, is what I'm saying.
In the first time she saw the alien, man, there was this close up on her face, and the fear she felt, I could feel it.
Even myself, I would be scared, like if that was real, And the crazy thing, it is just the generic alien we are used to. They did not change
they
anything.
Were green, short, big
eyes. It was just what we are used to. Yeah. And then in my mind, while I was watching, I was like, why didn't you put, obviously they made them to have like different types of bodies and all of that, which is fine, but it was still the same primary characteristics we are used to in aliens. Like obviously these are the things you see if you want to explain an alien, that's what you would use to explain. Tiny green man, big eyes and all of that. And that was exactly how they gave it to these aliens a form of explaining some other type of particular issue, and not just because they are just typical.
Yeah.
you know. Nothing changed.
Yeah, except maybe the telekinesis.
Yeah, even that aliens, they have that same thing. So I know that's what I'm saying. Is this a way to drive home a question or a way to drive home points? You know, it's a specific that I was expecting. You know, when you're doing a movie like this, you want to bring your own creatures into, you know, but then you just bring something very generic, something we are used to. You know,
like if it's aliens, why not give us
something
aliens,
else, something
right?
generic. Even in Asteroid City, when we know how Wes Anderson does his thing, the alien in Asteroid City also has his own distinctive features. It's not what we're used to, like the normal, you know. So then is just, I don't know, man.
They didn't really seem scary to me, but seeing her in that first scene, the way her face changed, it was like I could feel the horror. I could feel she was genuinely terrified, and that's just stellar acting for me, honestly. The movie wasn't scary at all. It felt like a thriller, suspense drama. Her backstory was fundamental to the story, but I find it unnecessary if they actually wanted it to be a horror movie. Yeah, if they wanted it to be a horror movie, they should have just gone straight into the horror. But giving us the backstory kind of changes the genre a bit for me.
Yeah, and also it's also in a way nobody died. And another thing you need to notice is the fact that there was no dialogue in this movie whatsoever.
Yeah, there were like 12 words spoken in the movie. That was
no
it.
dialogue. Like she herself, no dialogue from her.
Yeah, she didn't speak to someone.
Movie.
No, she spoke to herself, right? No, she spoke to Maud when when she was in the Genjutsu. She was like, "I'm sorry, Maud. I'm sorry." She said it twice. Then she sang in the beginning when the song was playing, and at the end she said "No," and that was it. Yeah, that was it.
But really there is no like real dialogue in this movie, which is something I noticed, and I'm wondering why. But anyways, it was fun. It was fun regardless. Let us say it's a silent movie in a way.
Yeah.
And yeah, I enjoyed it. Even when she was trying to she was like, you know what? Nobody really cares about me here. I'm gonna leave.
I'm gonna dip. She tried to leave.
I was even thinking at the end that she's gonna save everybody somehow or something. Maybe she will go somewhere and just destroy something that will affect all the other ships in the world.
She tried to tell them, and they spat in her face. So I feel that's where everything changed, because she was about to abandon. She was gone.
If they had not brought her back, man, she's gonna be somewhere else, just living her life.
Yeah, but she was very happy at the end. Yeah. I don't know. I've seen many explanation videos.
Deserves that.
She deserves that? I don't know. Well, it's not. It's fictitious. It's like the memory that is like the Genjutsu she was in when the aliens were in her head.
It's almost like what Scarlet Witch did in what's this one in WandaVision.
WandaVision, yeah. It's not real,
create
but
a world that you want to be in.
Is she going to have babies
Trap
for
other
them?
people there.
Jesus, now that I think about it.
It's morbid. I said that already, man. I'm just like, oh.
And it's not just there. There's like alien ships everywhere.
Yeah. It's obviously it's a takeover.
Yeah. Now that I think about all those questions, I'd say not pretty good, just okay. It's okay. Yeah. That's it for me, honestly.
Same, man.
The alien ships, they look like they were beating like it was a living organism, right?
Yeah.
And they scattered and come back. Yeah. That's the final thing I say about the movie. If you love this episode, then you can check out one of our other episodes right there. We talk about Berserk. We talk about Mission Impossible. Check it out. We have an Instagram and Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram at
we are active on Twitter as well, and Instagram. And you can shoot us messages there, recommend movies for us to watch and all that. And while we are watching stuff, we kind of create a thread and just drop stuff in there.
Yeah,
you can interact with us there as well. So
definitely check us out on Instagram at POV.CORN, that is pop.con, and on Twitter at POVCORN_, that's Povcorn_, and drop us a message. We'll get back to you. That's today's episode.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.